Good morning. I got to tell you one thing. I believe in the United States of America. I believe in the world. I believe in life. I believe in liberty. And I'm supporting my rightful authority. Lawful, rightful, civil. What I want to do is I want to remind everybody that, we're here and now. It's a temporary flash in the pan. Probably remembering it more than learning it, doing anything new about it. And it follows as experience, in my perception. And there's nothing to be afraid of. We can get together, we could eat together, we could walk together, we could talk together, we could share the same air. There's no reason not to. We're just trying to survive the day. Hopefully. What I want to do is I wanted to share something, hopefully in an international, national awareness, that I existed. So these are like simple little infomercials of moments in my life to just share with my son, hopefully. But if it goes any further, as my own household is really not important. What's important is that I was living the right life at the right time with the right people. And I'm so sick of being in the fashion of neglect and the trend of disassociation and the times we live in with the panic and lack of compassion, concern, and care and quality for anything that doesn't resemble a plastic silicone, crazy anger over what nobody had any fault over at all in their individual hand or control for an environmental concern at this current time or overpopulation concern for this current time. I don't care what anybody says or does. If it is the end of the world, it didn't mean it was the end of being a human being. It was not the end of being a human being. So I'm going to share this from the vets, American veterans. I can't come up with the $25 to even re-up, but I was as recent as last year. They just gave me the winter for 2012 issue of their periodical. I wanted to read it. I thought it was important. I'm meeting too many people who are neglected, veterans from Vietnam without any protection over their head. They got exposed brain without proper medical care. Nobody wants to help them. I'm finding people who look like they're down and out, or who look like they've been in trouble, who look like they are some kind of threatening, harassing manner, which I've been so eloquently educated about the term since going to college with my community here. I realize what the deal is, and I think the deal is we ain't gonna take you any further. You're lucky we let you live this long. I'm an American veteran. I'm an infantryman, and I'm gonna read you this. I'm not a Nazi. This is all about love, and compassion, and the possibility of more effective inter-exchange with those who are different than us, or those who we might not understand on face value alone, whether it be any color, creed, or nationality. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to read it right out of the magazine. Membership Matters by Harry Neal, National Membership Director, American Veteran Magazine, blogspot.com. Yes, we are a little different. First, I need to understand who's reading this because I'm talking to you. There are a few things that separate you from everyone else. You've smelled the dirt and the morning dew from 3 inches away as you lay in the tree line waiting for the birds to come in. You packed up at dark 30 to march 3 clicks to get there. You're maintaining sound and light and discipline, waiting for the sun to peek out. It's true. We do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day. You idle away the hour looking for bugs and thinking about what a waste the spit shine was as the toes of your boots dig in the dirt. You glance to the right and left knowing that a few feet away you are not alone. Are they sleeping or watching the perimeter? You remember pouring out the contents of a brown box, watching the green cans fall to the ground, catching the black letters as they tumble. Peanut butter, chicken noodle, the dark brown coffee pack. You can trade the gum off to the guy from Virginia, since he doesn't smoke. The coffee is always bitter and the chocolate has a funny taste. Where's that P38? You know, strange facts such as C4 will burn you if you don't have heat tabs. Just don't stomp on it to put it out. You knew no, I didn't, but now I do, and that's an editorial. You know the new LRRP packs are crunchy and will make you thirsty if you snack on them. A poncho liner will keep you warm when it's wet. You can bounce a quarter off a well-made rack, and an Arctic bag is the warmest, if you were lucky enough to get one. Even though the liner is pressing into your head, you're supposed to keep your steel pot on all times. And the cover has to be tight. You know acronyms, phrases, and words like DROS, short timers, 3 days and a wake-up, charging handle, and proper sight alignment. You tap your magazine automatically before putting it in. You know what a charging handle is for. When you hear a sharp metallic click, you know a bolt has slid forward. A round is chambered, and you need to pay attention. You've been thrown into the mix. It all means that you have been to places other people have not. You've heard the tracks and gears clank as you've sat shoulder to shoulder in an APC. Headspace and timing is set by a steel gauge. True north versus magnetic north may mean the difference between getting to the right hill or having to hump another 4 clicks. You field strip your butts and know what a Marmite can is. I need my glasses, folks, which aren't on the order yet. They have to wait till February for my allotment. You know where the punch bowl is and what it means to America. Yeah, it said you field strip your butts and know what a Marmite can is when you're able to stand down. You know the dangers of an IED. All these things, quotation marks, add up to an experience you only share with a few Americans. When Congress chartered AMVETS in 1947, they wrote that only you could join. AMVETS is not for everyone. You had to discharge all those duties with honor. So who am I talking to? If you're reading this, you could be a member at large. You get the American Veteran magazine 4 times a year. Every time we go to Capitol Hill to fight for veteran rights, a congressman or an aide asks about you. They ask, so how many people are in AMVETS? What is your membership? You, the MAL, are part of our strength. If you don't use your muscles, they'll disappear. So exercise them by finding a veteran and encouraging him or her to join AMVETS. Give yourself, AMVETS, and the soldier a gift. You have already given America a gift because you are able to be a member. MAL membership rosters are maintained in departments in each state. You can join as an MAL online at www.amvets.org. Who else am I talking to? You know me, this community. You know! And you do nothing! That's my blurb. The editorial react. Let me get back to the article. MAL membership rosters are maintained in departments in each state. You can join as an MAL online at www.amvets.org. Who else am I talking to? Well, you, the green hat. You are on Omaha Beach, Anzio, Normandy, the freezing Chosin Reservoir on LZs and jungles and hilltops throughout Vietnam, the sands of Iraq, and the mountains and remote places like Mosul, Afghanistan, Iraq. As I've said, you are where the rubber meets the road. You are the history of the world. You worked for the supply lines, the chow lines, communication lines, and front lines. You left something there. You left sweat, blood, and liberty. Some stayed forever. Davila, 280 forward, 141 Infantry, Operation Desert Storm. Memory eternal. Peace be unto your family. Thank you for letting me have my son. So who else am I talking to? You might have picked up this magazine up at the dentist's office or at the VA or while you're waiting for your oil change. As you read it, you'll remember some of these sights, smells, and sounds. Your heart may pound a little harder as you remember your time smelling the earth. Inches from your face as you represented freedom in a place far from home. When you were floating on steel in the middle of the ocean, or as you heard the turbine spin up and shriek and felt the heat on the flight line. Everyone does not know these things. Everyone cannot understand what all this means. We understand it here at AMVETS, American Veterans. We were there, and we want you to join us. They've got the guts. American Veterans, join us at www.amvets.org. Thank you, Mr. Harry Neal, National Membership Director, American Veterans.